Hello everyone, this is CW here, back again in another video, and we are a few minutes. I'm gonna try to do this a live stream this time, but we're back again with another reaction of the latest death battle, which is actually happening in a few minutes now. Kai versus Tahu, Ninjago versus Bionicle. And I'm not gonna lie, this actually probably like up there with Metal vs. Cell as like probably beats that as like one of the most surprising matchup decisions. Even Bakugo vs. Rize as like the most shocking matchup of the year so far. Because like the last thing anyone expected was like a Bionicle matchup to actually return, and Ninjago as well. So, and not gonna lie, my childhood actually went back up for a bit because like these two are really were really good childhood shows, especially the movies. Like the Bionicle movies were very good, and it's things that they shut down. So I do hope that Chad with the Death Battle because does happen and like somehow revives them and all. Because like if you look them up, like getting the Bionicles is like trying to get a Pokemon card. Like they get very expensive. But besides that, we're just a few minutes away, so I'm gonna quickly show you the trailer and the sneak peek overall. And remember, this is supposed to be a complete stop motion, so not 3D motion like Macho Man and Kool-Aid Man or Cypher Disco where it was 3D animated. This is like full-on stop motion, non-stop. I think this is like the first one too, so this is very exciting. And yeah, that's it, the anime. So shout out to them.
Why is it always me? Get off this island, pal, or you'll be nothing but hot ass.
I mean, the voice acting is not that bad, but like this one's very interesting. And after researching and all, there were some parts in my prediction I will admit I actually missed when it came to the type of weaponry for the prediction. So my bad on that. But like shout out to like G1 Prediction Blog and like others for their other blogs reactions for going more depth in it, especially with like his revive for Tahu and like more abilities with the golden armor and like Kai's weaponry. Like G1 ended up predicting that overall that this is probably going to be another stomp as like the kind of similar to Miles versus Deku and Ruby versus Maka. Like they both have great counters, and Tahu probably has the best, came out the closest with him being more experienced and all. But sadly, similar is like when it comes to like their weapons and all, and abilities alone, like the power gap of Kai's strength and his more abilities, whether it's like hit rewinding time or basically his negation of like other elements. Like this part's actually going to be interesting. Tahu still has Tahu. I can't put, man, it's been a long time since I did Bionicle, but like I said, we're a few seconds away. I made sure to do reaction. I hope this episode or this video doesn't get corrupted because as you probably see, I didn't have a review or didn't do an episode of like Aim for the Traveler. Sad part is I did, but sadly both of those attempts, the live reaction after it aired, as well as the review of it, like both of them got corrupted with like the audio as well. So I'm hoping this doesn't it. So, but I made sure to like eliminate shortcuts and all to make sure that doesn't happen. See if it is either the update that is corrupting it or hopefully the shortcuts, because I would like I added a shortcut to like pause and unpause on the spacebar, so I did take that out. The only shortcut I have is like recording, which is like the off button. So I gotta make, which is fine as long as I have OBS Studio close. But besides that, like a lot of crazy events have happened, and I'm curious about the Death Battle because my biggest curious is like the next episode, because Sam ended up teasing that this next episode is like going to be a major hype like a hype one, like a holy crap, it's happening like that. So obviously, I highly request it. Now, some people are already spectating like the tournament champions. Some people on their matchups. Some people are predicting lose versus Anne, our house for Amphoria, which I will admit that could have been kind of was hype, but not anymore because the shows have been done and like moved on. But it's still kind of interesting. Others think it is a remake. No, a remake, which people believe that it could be the highly requested Shadow vs. Mewtwo, which actually is a very good idea requestment because remember, after Master Chief's Doom Guy from last year was like the most voted, but second that actually took like 20 or 30%. Shadow vs. Mewtwo, and I do think that definitely deserves a rematch episode, especially well, let's just say that Shadow vs. Mewtwo is considered one of the worst episodes, and I cannot blame them. And like, it was the early age of that battle, and like people know that with like, at the time they didn't consider like different official translations from the Japanese site being different from and learning from Android 18 vs. Marvel to like not taking cosmology into effect. So and how that actually affects the fight. So yeah, that actually would be exciting. If like I said, I'm probably gonna do something. I'm gonna refresh this. I'm gonna see. Try something new. I'm probably going to try to make the episode tonight of the next edition, but and then like record it, like it'll be recorded and then I'll come here probably around 8 o'clock or 10. That way, give a 4-hour window because I don't want uh like give it like a full 24 hours almost and like avoid spoilers. Well, it's going to be spoiled in the Twitter and all, but a lot of people don't do that. So I'm going to close this so I don't get spoiled. And yeah, another shocking one, like crazy week of events happened, like the leaks of GTA to like studio shutting down to Sony again, uh, like killing physical media and reminding people like people are not happy. And like I wrap out this episode. That one was actually pretty good. Like Tom Cruise, Evil Knievel, like very good. Very good. So, but my prediction for the next one, I don't know, but for some reason I feel like another highly requested matchup that never happened is the Punisher vs. Judge Dredd. That one I'm actually would be excited for if that happens. Or like another Bleach matchup because oh man, what a team made. Like people are like, it is crazy. I need to catch up with my brother Dan on Bleach, but it is crazy how popular like the remakes or the well, I consider a remake of like the Thousand Year Blood War of how so good. I mean, that last episode, no spoilers, but like, man, what did he make? Like MVP, like she needs to go into that battle. I'm actually probably gonna make a thumbnail for the hype of it, but I do think a good matchup with her would actually be at least no Elizabeth Lionos or Princess Elizabeth. That Seven Deadly Sins versus Bleach or the He-Man course because yes, Hinata is highly requested, but I think when it comes to like the connection, how deeply involved, like majorly involved in the story overall, especially for Elizabeth, like the connection is all, especially them being like uh ideally angels who can heal and like transcends the gods and all when it comes to like being having the most broken healing in their series. Like it's a cool healing matchup. And yeah, good. Like anything is possible. Like I said, I'll probably do it, but I do have some cool matchup ideas. I don't. I'll probably try to make. If I want to, I can probably try to make them into. I can actually make a video of it, like how I do the reaction. I could probably try to do a a prediction of like ideal matchups because if like, I have a oh, if I be started because but alright, starting. So final matchup I do I won't because of like more childhood, but like I'm neutral on this because like Ninjago is cool as well. But I do think that Clash of gonna win because unless people Tahu could pull a Hime, I do not think that that's gonna be possible because like I said, how similar Ruby versus Maka and Deku versus Miles, like the power gap and the raw power gap is like too noticeable. Alright, let's go. Oh, nice silhouettes. That's actually a cool shot. I'll probably save that for the thumbnail. Oh, no, yeah. It's kind of shocking how early they were. Yeah. Yeah, people forgot how popular Ninjago was, especially with the TV series. Those premieres wasn't real good. I feel like those USOs. So it does seem like they are going to focus mainly on the TV show. Retro, yes, he is Fear, Water, and Christmas. I forgot about that, but it's fine. Video games, Craigling, Mud, Skylar, and sits next to Chip Run on the battle bus. Oh yeah, it's canon. Yes, yeah. Master Root England.
10 training at the ability, I mastered the
I actually
technique
have
of
them
spin
because
jitsu.
season
Look at
pass.
him
You gotta
go.
get
He's
like
like a
the
living
battle
Beyblade.
pass.
Let's actually
I forgot about that.
balance deliver dozens of perfect strikes and wrap.
Yeah, Tornado Ninja. Got it. He can fly, pull in foes,
It is
and
one of the
summon his
most
elemental
creative
power all around.
abilities.
And you know what that is. Fire!
Yes, I pro fire.
Yes, pyro creation and mutilation, resistance barrier. It's gonna be quick curious of who has the better raw power when it comes to the fire. I think with spin, just
Heat,
especially the dragon form,
barriers of
no
and
golden
even
form.
a fiery
That's
blazing drip, basically shifting his jitsu into a more powerful draconic form.
So they teamed up with Master Wu's other students, Jay, Cole, and Zane, to make a team of teenage ninjas.
That's for the-
Okay.
On a mission to gather the 4
for
golden
the-
weapons and defeat the evil
Ninjutsu
Lord
is actually pretty
Garmadon.
good.
He's the one
That's-
kidnapped Kai's sis.
Yeah, I didn't
But
play
hey,
this
I've
so
seen the
far.
Lego movie. This should be easy. He's a
It's
Lego
fun to
mini
beat,
guy.
you know.
If he gets cut up, he just pops back together.
Nope, Ninjago treats their characters like actual people, not Lego pieces. Except for a movie, but that's for the Lego movie,
Yeah.
not Ninjago itself.
Oh,
That
so
was a good
Kai can
point.
take a hit, but he's putting himself back together like everything is awesome. Huh.
Which makes his quest all the more perilous. Long ago, the golden weapon forged by the first ninjutsu master to create the continent of Ninjago. Kai eventually gained the gold sword of fire, through which he can channel his elemental power, fire.
So much so that if Kai is surrounded by a bunch of fire,
Yes.
he can use it all for a mega-sized Spijitsu burst.
Unfortunately,
I do think
Kai
that
wasn't
probably
the
gonna
easiest
finish you
teammate to
low.
work with. Eager to rescue Nia, he went it alone, until he was tricked into helping Garmadon escape imprisonment. Whoops.
Yeah, bummer. But it wasn't all bad. They got all the golden weapons. And with his sister rescued, Kai vowed to become a real elemental master and
Kai
prove
is
he
true
wasn't just
potential
hot
being
air.
absolute
So he
control
got to
over
training
yes.
when he wasn't slacking off and playing video games.
I do think that with
Befitting a
experience and
ninja
probably
and
be
a
even,
pro
but
gamer,
Tahu
Kai is a master of
should
stealth, can
ideally
climb
win it,
any
but,
surface,
like,
and
I
is
can see
incredibly
it being
fast.
He's
strong.
dodged lightning and is even a match with Jay, who could outrun his own elemental dragon.
Which,
Especially him
according to
being
the
a young
Ninjago
age,
Visual
doing it.
Dictionary, can apparently fly at light speed.
Yes,
Yes, this
that's
is an
good.
official book.
If that wasn't enough, other ninja like Cole
So they
are so
do
strong
perform
they can
light
shake
speed,
an
so
entire
it could
mountain.
go
So
to
even as
Kai.
a wild child,
Let's
Kai's
see.
team kept him in
That's
check
probably gonna
across a
be
dozen seasons of
important. Kai
blocky
can
ninja
jolt us,
action,
which he
where,
can't.
frankly, nothing was off the table.
Who can
Yep.
forget the virtual world
But
season?
with his time
the
abilities,
travel
curious
season,
of how it
the
be a draw.
ghost season. Really anything that would sell toys.
Meaning, Kai picked up plenty
Alright,
of ninja gear.
yes.
Sword,
Sword of Fire, yeah. Grappling hook, dragon hook, revival blade, yes. Reversal blade. So he does have the reversal blade, and then mechs, etc.
swords,
Yeah,
grappling
Storm
hooks,
Rider.
shurikens,
So
a
yeah, they do have
motorcycle,
mech
a
shoots.
wingsuit for flight, but swords of fire remained his weapons of choice.
Once,
Yes.
when Garmadon combined the golden weapons into a mega weapon, Kai and his bros went to the past to get him back. Then pushed themselves to the limit, using the golden weapons to overload the mega weapon with so much energy, it exploded into a star.
While this did destroy the golden
Oh,
weapons, creating
yeah.
enough energy to ignite a star is absurd. For a mass to become
That's
a star,
true.
it must first cross a critical temperature threshold of approximately 4 million degrees Celsius.
And over time, Kai's fire got so,
So that's
strong
probably
he
gonna
could
be a
melt
big
down those
factor.
same golden
Yeah.
weapons.
But
Tahu's
no
not
matter how
surviving
powerful
that.
he became, Kai's hot-headedness kept getting in his own way.
Come on, Kai oozes main character energy. He was sure to get the title of Green Ranger, Green Ninja, the one destined to be the leader
Yeah.
of the team and take down Garmadon once and for all, right?
No. Kai was chosen by Master Wu, but that didn't mean he was the chosen one. That honor belonged to the up-and-comer Lloyd, who happened to be Garmadon's son and Wu's nephew.
Typical Nepo, baby. But even if Kai wasn't the chosen one, he still had a big role to play in protecting Lloyd.
In a surprising act of humility, Kai chose to guide Lloyd until he could defeat Garmadon. And the threats just got
Yeah.
wilder from there.
But he always rose to the challenge. Kai's defeated Karloff, the Master of Metal, and trained Wildfire, the Master of Heat.
With his teammates, he took down the great...
Okay. Garin, Agu, Clan, yes, Master's Clan, Ash, Karloff. Oh, destabilized volcano dodge, lightning spike,
Devour, a snake
reentry.
goddess that could
Yeah,
consume the
okay.
continent,
Oh, the
and
Overlord.
Nauticon, a
Or-
djinn that could lift half of
Okay, so they're
Ninjago's
not making
landmass
the
into
golden
the
form,
sky.
which is
And when these crystal
So they
weirdos
are
had him on the
focusing on a
ropes,
TV
Kai did a jump
form,
up, kick
TV
back,
show.
whip around, and
So it's not
sprint to
one-sided.
achieve his ultimate power, the Dragon Form.
Interesting.
With this, Kai
That
gets
makes
a
sense,
huge
since,
boost in
like,
power.
probably
He can
the
fight
main
on par with
Lego
demonic
series
Onis,
is, like,
and can
quite
even
different
harm the
from the show.
Overlord, the
Oh my-
source of all evil in the world, who was as strong as the first Spinjitzu master. Remember? The creator of Ninjago itself.
Then, by uniting
Yeah.
with his pals, they summoned a giant golden dragon that obliterated the Overlord. Sayonara, sucker! That's the power of found family and money.
Kai's
Dang.
journey took him far and wide, where he beat the odds time and time again. Because, hothead chosen one or not, within Kai was the fire
Fire!
of a ninja.
That was actually pretty good. I'd say much better than Trial of Aang because
The
of
upcoming
web
battle is
clips.
the first.
So I'll probably
Underdog.
skip this.
They've got a ton of
Oh,
awesome stop
console.
motion animations on their
Okay.
channel, like
Yeah,
this,
I'll do this.
or this, or this. Make
This is
sure to
pretty good.
subscribe to Apartment D's YouTube channel for more awesome animations.
That's a cool sponsorship. That's one thing I like about the sponsor is that they actually
It
work
was the
more
year
independent.
2000,
Great.
and the Lego
Brand
company
creates.
was in shambles. Straddled with debt and risking closure,
like it.
they needed
Twice
a
they
brand
went
new
bankrupt.
idea to turn things around.
They
Almost.
needed something epic,
Kind
something
of
that
exciting
was
that they're
Lego,
coming
but
back
for
with like
big kids,
good,
big kids who
good
love
body with like
lore.
Zelda,
Enter
One Piece, now Dragon Ball, like
Bionicle
big
begins
ones.
on the island of Matanui when 6 mysterious canisters
Bionicle was
arrived at the
controversial,
homeland of the
apparently at the time
biomechanical
because of like
With
it
help
was
from
based
a
on
weird stone
a
and this
cult
little
ship.
guy Takua, out
I think it
popped
was
6
like
very
same
marketable
place as
warriors,
Moana,
the
like that
Toa.
type.
They were Kopaka,
That was
Gali,
interesting.
Ohatu, Lua, Unua, and their self-proclaimed leader,
This one will probably
Tahu.
focus on the
But
games.
what were the Toa? Tahu
And,
had
like,
no
the main
freaking
lore.
idea.
Okay.
He and the
The
others had
American-
no
all
memory of
American
what, who,
reject.
why,
Okay,
where, all that.
Names. Okay, name means burn. So Toa means burn.
Important stuff.
Choking hazard.
Nothing.
Yes, yes.
Even
Okay,
as
that's
an
another
Indian
one. Is that like
Tahu
kids will
still
end up
wanted
choking
to
them?
protect the Matorans from a threat lurking
That's probably
behind
another
the
reason
scenes.
why.
Lego Sauron! No, wait, not literally. I mean, this creepy guy, Makuta, who just loves
Makuta
slaughtering
in
the
the movie,
Matorians
like,
with his
is
army of
not so
monsters.
good.
Thus, the Toa Mata battled all
So, like,
manner of
they're
beasts
referencing
with their
the
own powers.
movies as
And
well.
as the Toa of Fire, you can guess what Tahu was bringing.
Guns! Oh,
Apologies for the
fire.
dog.
Yeah, okay. Even early
Yeah.
on, Tahu could shoot fire, set his sword ablaze, melt thousands of tons of sand into glass, and even stop a volcanic eruption. But even more importantly, he surfs on lava. Oh man, that's so cool. I mean, hot.
Tahu's fire is so hot that it can
This
portably melt
introduction
any
movie was so cool
substance,
and
anything.
surfing.
And on the rare occasion
like,
that his own
and,
fire isn't
like,
enough, he
jumped
can
off
absorb
in
flames from
his
his
blades,
foes and
climb
surroundings.
up like
But it would take all
jumping.
his might to face Matanui's trials and
Oh,
gather
we see that in
the
the fight.
Kanohi
And
mask.
surfing.
Masks that give extra power.
Yes. Okay. Power and arsenal. I do think that the masks are going to be his greatest fault. And look, there's the movie. All right, fire creation, absorption. Yeah. Adaptive armor, finer sword,
And
Nova
the
Blast.
Toa
So
scooped
no.
up a
Oh,
bunch of
there
them.
is the
With his
golden.
mask of shielding,
Noah.
Tahu can make an energy
Yeah, so
barrier
golden
that blocks all
will
kinds of
probably-
attacks.
so
There's
yeah.
also masks of
So shielding,
telekinesis,
massive
strength, super
concealment,
speed, and
massive
X-ray
levitation,
vision.
fine
And from his
control,
mentor,
speed,
Fakama, Tahu
strength,
gained the
telekinesis,
mask of time.
While its
and
power
power.
puts
So
a
they're giving
serious
him
strain
like
on the
his main
user,
arsenal.
it's worth the risk when it can slow targets to a standstill. Plus, these masks can be swapped out whenever Tahu wants,
Yep.
thanks to a cyber totem that stores them all.
Which came in handy as the Toa battled monsters across Matanui.
Like the Avoka, a beast that could fire lightning, which Tahu had to dodge multiple times.
Basically,
But even from
Dio
the start,
Frank was a
Tahu was a lone wolf who preferred going solo, even if it meant leaving his Toa brethren in the dark.
Tahu tried to take on some big bads all by himself, and it went even worse than you think. He lost
could
his
be,
powers,
like, speed,
and he lost
depending
all
on
the
the
rest
type of
of his
lightning.
team's powers. Awkward.
But Tahu kept pushing forward, accepting his team as his siblings, overcoming his weaknesses,
Yeah.
and rebuilding himself. Literally.
By jumping into a pool of liquefied cyber juice to become the Toa Nuva. Now boasting twin magma swords and later some slick adaptive armor, Tahu can fly and use his fire in new supercharged ways.
He can conjure fire cages, create lava pits, and steal the heat from other living beings. So much so that the process freezes them solid. As the Toa Nuva, Tahu and his team are among the strongest
Okay, that's
generations
actually
of
pretty
Toa.
cool.
Just as mighty as a much later iteration, the Toa Inaika.
Who defeated Umbra, a living beam of light. It was tough, but with some clever thinking and a mirror trap, they
okay,
used
so they do
Umbra's
have, like,
own
big
super
feet.
speed
That's actually pretty
against him.
impressive.
But perhaps Tahu's most impressive ability is the forbidden technique. the move no Toa wants to use, because the absolute annihilation that it causes
Nova
is
Blast.
unforgivable.
The Nova Blast!
Using all of his elemental energy at once, Tahu can unleash a blast so powerful
basically
that
a
it can
Chaos
potentially
Blast.
destroy all of Mata Nui. Not
All
Mata
the
Nui
planet.
Island, oh
Okay.
no, Mata Nui is also the planet. And not just
Okay.
any planet, but
But
a
like I
living
said,
celestial
it's not gonna-
being that became a planet.
Oh boy, here we
Ooh.
go. If you think stuff like Warhammer and Elder Scrolls have too much lore,
Okay,
you're
okay.
not ready for Bible lore. Don't even get me started on the shattering of Sphere's magma and the betrayal of the League of Six Kingdoms.
But more than
Okay,
any
this is
physical
a
power,
very cool-
Tahu's learning that a good
I'm not
leader
doing
is one
this
leads,
better.
but is willing to be led. And so he faced Matanui's final trial, the Mask of Light.
The legendary Toa of Light was destined to defeat Makuta and save Matanui. It's obviously going to be main character Tahu, right?
No.
Right?
Of course not. Turns out, the Toa of Light was Takua.
Oh yeah, the little guy who opened the capsules at the very beginning.
The Toa were tasked with guiding this new member, something Tahu found surprising, but ultimately accepted for the good of the group.
Good thing, too, because they needed to be a solid team when they finally learned their true purpose. The whole reason they were built in the first place. Waking up God.
Long ago, the
Okay,
great
this is pretty
Matanui charted the depths of space until the Makuta pterodax poisoned Matanui like
It's
a
like
cancer.
some Shadow of the
Tahu and
Colossus
the
lore.
Toa were meant to act like white blood cells, protecting the heart of Matanui and, should he fall, resurrect him.
Yeah, Makuta Matata's whole plan was to amass an army, hijack Robo-Planet Matanui, and rule the universe. And he actually pulled it off.
But Tahu and his team were ready to fight back, every generation of Toa joining together to reawaken Matanui.
Then, alongside the Toa of Light, Tahu went on an epic quest for his final toy variant, upgrade, the Golden Armor. Screw you, Takua, he's getting a
Okay.
gold mask.
So this is going to be a big factor. So this is going to be like we gotta go over with the trump card. Designed by the great beings physically for Tahu, with all physical capability, wiped out the Kakashi all at once. Ooh. So it took out a race. Okay. Accuracy, adaptation, anger, chain lightning, chameleon, confusion, cyclone, darkness, control, destiny. So yeah, this one actually might seem like Bionic could win, but like I still gotta go with Ninjago. Sleep, vacuum, teleportation. No mention of his resurrection of like the planet. Okay, this is actually kind of cool. Yeah, it is. Okay, so he can steal other people's powers. Yes, defeated Matuta, so he is going to scale to probably the universe and all, but fulfill his destiny to create, awaken Metatworld, destroyed Tezuka's entire army, survived submerging entirely in Magna, saved Tarkov village from a wave of lava. His Novavax could destroy Mata's well, melt in an iceberg, and stop a volcano. Okay, so this is actually good feats. Okay, I gotta admit, that was a much better preview. Win or lose, it was very good. Okay. Yeah. I need to subscribe to them. Yeah. I need to pitch one. I want to. That's probably my question today. What if it is? Oh. Okay, that's cute. Okay, that's kind of cute. That's pretty cool. Alright, final thoughts? I still Kai win, so I'm just gonna let it play. Like, first one, I'm actually excited to see how well they do. Honestly, for them, like, they're getting a big one. Oh, straight into it. Size difference, too. That's probably gonna be cool. Highlights. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, that's actually very cool. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Turn into ice. Yeah, that's cool. This is actually very good. Oh, the special effects attack kind of cool. Oh, okay, that's cool. Okay, that's very cool. Like, he's putting up a good, like, both of them are putting up a good fight. Special effects seem like,
Anyway,
This armor
It's
not only
very
increases
cool.
Tahu's own power by several hundred magnitudes, but also
There we
absorbs the
go.
powers of
There we
those it
go.
defeats for Tahu
Oh,
to
wait.
use.
Oh,
Just in
that's
time
cool.
for all the Toa to come together for the final battle of good versus evil. Mata Nui
and that's
versus
from the movie,
Lakuta
too.
Pterodactyl.
That's so cool.
Giant Planet Mech versus Giant Planet Mech. Oh man, that's awesome.
Like, I
With
feel
it-
wins.
With jump up, kick back, whip around, and spin. That's the way of the ninja.
Oh, there it is. Oh, is he dead? No, no, no. Okay. Oh, so we're getting into duty. Thank God, thank God.
Bound in destiny. This is the way of the Bionicle.
So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. This is very nice. So it's probably gonna come down to the number of lives enough, but I still think Tahu. I'll beat it up.
Now or never. Matanui, forgive me. First time for everything. Full power! Ninja
It's so cool. Okay, let's see. Decide that. Oh, this is so animated. Oh. Yep, there it is. There it is. That was still cool, and the music was very top notch.
Guess I was too hot for him.
Okay, that was good. That was good. You know what? That was an awesome ending. Like, they put up a fight.
Oh, no, wait, that figure was mint.
This match was not an easy call. Let's
Yes.
build this set by examining their
Surprisingly.
speed, arsenal, and power.
First up, speed. With all that fire spinning around, staying one step ahead was super important. Tahu could dodge Avoca's lightning, but
Yes,
Kai and the rest
laser.
of the OG ninjas are as quick as dragons that move at light speed.
Like, that was
Meanwhile,
obvious.
the
Speed
Toa
was
and
going
Aika
to be a
could not
big
keep up
outcome.
with Umbra, a light speed entity. And the Anika are similar in stats to the Toa Nuva.
Tahu definitely got a leg up with that golden
Let's
armor,
back to
but
like
Kai's
Mega
got
Weapon.
way more
Yes.
speed amps, like Rising Dragon, Air Jitsu, and the Dragon Form.
Yeah, they'll
speed
do.
goes to Kai.
However, while Kai was running circles around Tahu, the Toa's arsenal had plenty of counters.
Kai's back in
Really?
flaming swords, wingsuits,
Okay,
supercars,
okay.
motorcycles, even a mech or two. All cool stuff, but Tahu can stop time.
Exactly.
Yes.
With all the Konohi masks plus the Krata powers, the Toa of Fire had plenty of abilities Kai did not have a direct answer for. In theory, the Mask of Time alone could nullify Kai's speed advantage.
Yeah, too
That's
bad it
true.
hurts real bad to use.
But like I said,
really,
like,
really
the
bad.
scat's gonna
Just
be a
one
big
use almost
difference.
took out Vakama. There's a reason why the Toa don't whip this out every time there's a new monster of the week.
So Tahu could not reliably depend on
Gravity
the
does
Mask of
play
Time
the
for a
story
win
itself. It was
without
overloaded
serious
by
risk of a
enemy sword.
self-KO.
Okay.
But he has dozens of other unique powers. The masks of shielding, speed, and strength help him keep up with Kai. Add in golden armor powers like heat vision, quick healing, and improved accuracy,
Yes,
and Tahu
he can
has the
heal.
wider arsenal. A lucky shot with disintegration could be enough to tip the scale.
If Kai didn't dodge with his way better speed. So this all comes down to power. Fire
Yeah.
power! Tahu's
Yeah,
best
that was a
move is
good
the Nova
transition.
Blast, which can wipe out a planet. But Kai's power created a freaking
Yeah,
star.
the star.
You know,
I knew it.
classic ninja move. The Ninja Star.
Well, a star was made, that's been confirmed multiple times, but it was a team effort utilizing all the golden weapons. Kai's clearly not blasting people with the power of a star on a regular basis, but neither is Tahu with the Nova Blast, a move we
Yes.
technically have never actually seen reach planetary levels of destruction, only heard about.
The Toa usually battle monsters that can break mountains, like the Borok, while Kai and
Mm-hmm.
Ko fight foes who tear apart the entire continent of Ninjago. It's not like Tahu was throwing hands with
Bionicle
Super
Prince
Mecha
by Nova
Makuta.
Blast.
That was
Okay,
Manui's
so
job.
they were
Still,
outliers,
the Star and
that's
Nova
why.
Blasts are their absolute peaks.
On
Star's
TV
gravitational
different
binding
scale.
energy
Yes.
far exceeds that of a planet's. Even dividing it between the 4 weapons vastly exceeds any of Tahu's
Yes,
best showings.
okay.
And hey, Kai's still the one who lit the fire. His own
could
flame
divide the
can
sun's
melt the
heat.
golden
Yeah.
weapons. And even this official guidebook confirms they've got the combined power of a star. That's right, Ninjago's got that epic lore too.
Furthermore, Tahu's fire can reportedly melt any known substance. Giving benefit of the doubt and taking this literally, the material with the highest known melting point in the universe is tantalum hafnium carbide, an
Okay.
extremely rare compound that NASA likes to test rockets with because it doesn't melt until around 4,000 degrees Celsius. Extremely impressive.
Yeah, but when you're talking stars, melting point kinda goes out the window.
Indeed,
That's
initiating
true.
stellar fusion requires temperatures in excess of 4 million degrees.
Okay,
Far higher
so
than
who-
anything Tahu
yeah,
has generated
So
or
not
survived.
just I like
Certainly
this one.
capable
It's
of
not
overwhelming
didn't
him,
rely
even
on
with all his
strength, but
defenses.
also
So the
like
Red Ninja is bringing in a
how
whole
hot,
lot more
like the degree.
firepower.
While it's possible Tahu's wider arsenal could
Celsius
land a
as well.
victory, Kai's significant advantages in speed and power means he wins this more often than not.
Kai
Yes.
took fire to a whole
Alright,
new level,
next time,
and
let's go.
Tahu just had to let go.
The winner is the Red Ninja.
That was a good one.
Kai.
That was a good.
Next
one.
time
Alright.
on Death Battle.
Oh, is it YouTube for the chat? Oh, it is. Oh, people were right. Okay, this is hype.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more.
Okay, good. Okay, that's actually exciting. I'm gonna get started on that right away. But like, overall, Kai for this Ninja for this Bionicle, very good matchup. I'd say this one is actually definitely top 10 material. It was very good. It just depends how well it ages, especially with the others. I hope Shadow vs. Mewtwo is good. Could be like up there with Cell versus Metal Sonic, but like we have to wait. But I'm gonna end it there. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoy this recording, and I hope this video records. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you again next time. Stay awesome. Oh yeah. Like the best way to do it is like get a chair in my yeah. Yeah. Oh, you should check the chiropractor and membership. Oh yeah. My spine is deteriorating. Oh, it's degenerating. It's yeah. So the thing that is going away. Yeah. So I guess it's not maybe. Yeah. Because it keeps on falling. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think